How's it going, everybody? Swiss64 here, coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Banlist reaction, and right out the gate, this one's a doozy. Artifact Scythe and Barrier Statue of the Stormwinds, both already banned. That's pretty huge, not gonna lie. Artifact Scythe, I mean, not doing much in this current format, but it's a gross card. Kind of glad to see it gone. As for Barrier Statue, that might be the nail in the coffin for Flu. I don't know. Flu could still do some stuff, but without Barrier Statue, it's going to have a lot harder of a time. Kid Kalos is gone! Tier 0 is no more! Let's go! Oh, yeah, that really hurts Tier Element. Sprite Elf is back? Whoa. Oh my god, they are massacring decks out here. Sprite Elf, I don't know if I agree with. Sprite hasn't really been doing a lot this format, but I guess they just want to get it out. Take it out in the shed with Tier. Because Kid Kalos being banned really hurts. Really hurts Tier, but I mean, Tier's still not dead with that. Without Elf, I think Sprite is done. Unless they ban, like, the field spell for Tier as well, I don't think that's quite enough to kill it. It's gonna hurt it. Yeah, this field spell's not banned, so... Okay. I mean, unless they... I'm sorry, what? Never mind. They are taking Sprite out back and they are taking it out back and murdering it. Yeah, Ishizu Tier is, oh yeah. All those to 1 means you can't go plus 15 anymore off of a mill. Oh my god, Jesus. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so Ishizu Tier is dead. All the tiers going to one, not all of them, but a good chunk of the tiers going to 1 means that you gotta... I just don't think the deck's playable anymore, especially with the Ishizu stuff going to 1. I mean, maybe as an engine, as in something else. I don't know, but without Kit Kala, I mean, you could go into Rhino hard, but like, what does that get you? I think this is kind of the death of the deck. Maybe it has a little bit of a shot, but I don't think it's gonna recover from this. I think it's Tier Element is just dead. Then Ancient Fairy Dragon, we knew that was coming for a while because it had a rework. They reworded it and all that, changed how it works slightly, so this to 1 I'm okay with. I'm interested to see how that's gonna work in the meta, but man, yeah, they really just took fucking Ishizu Tier Element out back and said, you're done. Strudo to 3 makes sense. Jet, Mecha Phantom Beast, Yada to 3. I don't think that's going to do anything. Jet and Mecha, they can come back. Just Strudo can come back because there's no more Hulk. That makes sense. Servadov and Dimion, I don't think that does anything. True King, I don't think you're going to do anything. You just kind of exist, buddy. I mean, let me double check the effect because I don't remember it off the top of my head. If this card is in your hand, you can start 2 other monsters in your hand and face up on the field, including red ones to be special in this card, and it should do that. When both destroy monsters for Earth, you can also look at your opponent's extra deck advantage up to 3 monsters from it with different names. This card is destroyed by a card effect. You can special summon non-Earth worm. The fact that it's a worm might make Sword Cell. You might play it in Sword Cell. But, like, why? I don't know, it was already at 1, and if you weren't playing it then, you weren't going to play it now with 3 of them. I don't think 3 is going to be the deciding factor of this is definitely going in Sword Soul. Yeah, I mean, it's... Tier Element's dead. I don't think Tier Element's going to recover from this. Flu could still be playable, but it's hurting. Sprite got hit for no reason. Sprite's going to be hurting. No Elf means Sprite's end board is going to be garbage. I mean, maybe it could still do some stuff. I don't know. I don't think Elf is going to be that great, or Sprite's going to be that great without Elf. Yeah, Shizu Tier Element, they said we're done with you. Technically, you could still play it, but like, you ain't out here playing one-ofs. That's just asking for trouble, because you can't recur. Like, you can recur a little, but one of Havness, Merlee, and Sheeran is not going to be enough for a Tier Element. I think this deck is dead. I think they've taken this deck out back and said, we are done with you. We do not want you anymore. Go away. So what's going to come to the top? Mathmech? I mean, with the lower ceiling, Mathmech might be able to roll out now. Because, yeah, we're in a lower ceiling format now without a tier and a much weaker Sprite. You're looking at probably... Mathmech will probably rise up again. Branded probably will come back, and Sword Soul will come back. Especially with all the support they keep getting. So I think those are going to be like the primary 3. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe some other stuff will pop up, though, but I'm kind of okay with this. I'm actually very okay with this. Ishizu tier lasted way too long, and I'm glad they finally took it and just said, we're done with it. This deck was a menace, and everyone who said a tier 0 format is fine. I horribly disagree with you. Tier 0 formats are unfun for the game from a local and regional standpoint. From a competitive standpoint at the top, I can see the fun in it a little bit, but just so much of it is just no. And I'm very glad we are back in a non-tier 0 format. Who knows, though? Maybe something will pop up and slap us in the face and be like, surprise, new tier 0. But, I mean, all of this stuff isn't really going to be doing anything. Maybe Spiral Resort to 3 might bring Spiral back a little, but, like, what does Spiral Resort even do? I don't even think Spiral Resort was, like, the be-all, end-all. When you're putting a target, not target the most spine monsters you control with card effects. Once per turn, you can add one spiral monster from your deck to your hand. Once per turn, to your end phase, shuffle one monster from your graveyard into the deck and destroy this card. Yeah. I don't think that's going to be doing anything. The semis are good where they are. Jet to 3 doesn't really do anything. Phantom Beast to 3 doesn't do anything. Serpent of Endymion, maybe pinned is a little more playable. Exactly, Endymion, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with all of this, honestly. I'm excited to see what comes of it. So, that being said, though, I've been your host, G64. Tell me your opinions down below. Are you glad Tier Element's dead? Are you glad we're in a new format? Or are you sad to see it go? Really interested to hear. Really interested to see what kind of decks you're brewing, all that. That being said, I've been your host, G64, and I'll see you all next time, guys. Farewell!